Most entrepreneurs and those who want to become one all lack one thing: clarity. In the past 4 years, I've been part of many online business programs: Sam Ovens, Ali Abdal, Dan Co, to name a few. And those programs were designed to help entrepreneurs make more money or grow their audiences. We learn things like how to identify a niche, how to create offers, how to grow a following, how to do paid ads, you name it. But I observed something strange. Although these were business programs, most of the conversations in those weekly calls had nothing to do with business. Because the reality is this: most people don't have business problems, they have personal problems that reflect in their business. Problems like lacking clarity in life, lacking direction in business, and lacking confidence in themselves. I noticed this pattern in every business group that I was in, from starting entrepreneurs to even multiple seven-figure entrepreneurs. They all struggled with the same core problem: a general lack of clarity in life and business. So the question becomes, how do we solve this hard problem? At the heart of a temple in ancient Greece, a powerful maxim was inscribed: know thyself. A famous quote that we ascribe to the philosopher Socrates, who was considered to be the wisest man of his time. If you want to know what you truly want in life, you have to know yourself. The ancients knew the metaphysical and the practical implications of the term know thyself. Your struggle for clarity in business stems from an internal misalignment. Knowing your true self, as cliché as it sounds, is the key to a truly fulfilling business. It's about peeling back the layers of your superficial selves to uncover your true desires, strengths, and weaknesses. Now, for whatever reason, if you are put off by the idea of knowing yourself and you dismiss it as some pseudo-intellectual new age talk, I invite you to question your assumptions. The more people have developed themselves internally, the more depth they tend to appreciate. But what does knowing yourself mean? In essence, knowing yourself means having self-awareness. It's about being aware of your true motivations and desires, knowing what you're good at and weak at, and understanding what you truly value in life. If all of that sounds too much, I understand. Luckily, we don't have to become philosophers to know ourselves. There is a faster way to gain the necessary self-awareness to truly know what you want in your life and business. A powerful tool that helped me and many others is a simple personality test. You might have taken a personality test in the past, but I invite you to block out 15 minutes of your time and take this test. I want to preface this that I have no affiliation with this test and it is free to take. It's called the Myers-Briggs Personality Test, and this test was developed on the theories of Carl Jung, the famous psychologist who coined the terms introvert and extrovert. I found this test to be shockingly accurate. What you want to do is to analyze the strength and weakness section and start to connect the dots. If you take the time, you should have a lot of clarity around your values, what you're good at, and this will path the direction in your business and life. Now, an important note, this test is not the truth. Your personality is not fixed. There's a lot of research that confirms this. Think of this test like a current snapshot of your personality. You can change your personality at any time. After you have gained some clarity on yourself, it's time to dream. Time to explore your true desires, vision, and ideal lifestyle. For this, I recommend you to take one day off your business and go to an inspiring location. This is very important because most of the time we are stuck in a certain loop, in certain habits and routines. And if you really want to dream and think creatively and have a deeper sense of what you truly want, I found that if you get away, it is the best way to do this. To do this process, take a pen and a journal with you and sit down at a quiet place. For once, let go of all societal expectations of how you should live. Let go of all your assumptions on what you should do. Let go of all your problems for a moment. Look around you. Take a deep breath and smile. Feel the inspiration and the gratitude at the beautiful place that you are hopefully in. Now answer these prompts in your journal. What would I do if there were no limitations in my life? Imagine you could have everything you ever wanted. Another prompt I like is, what will make your life an endless vacation? No limits. No one can judge you. Just for once think about what a limitless life will be. Now the key here with this is to write down your answers quickly. Don't overthink it, let it just flow out. You want to connect with your emotional side, don't over-engineer it, don't try to perfect things. Only your intuitions. Otherwise, what will happen is you will activate the logical side in your brain, and this side will rationalize with you and convince you that it won't work. Now, the goal with this is to really clarify what an ideal day will look like. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Map out exactly, with no limits, how a dream life will look like. What will you do? By the way, if you want to scale your business beyond 10K a month, you can apply for a free consultation below. In this consultation, we will look at your business and where you want to go, and we will map out a specific game plan you can use today. So if you're interested, book your free consultation in the link in the description box below. Based on how you described your ideal life, you want to create 3 to 5 long-term goals to get closer to them. A good way to do this is to segment your life into business, personal development, social relationships, and health. Don't make the mistake of being one-dimensional and focusing only on business. There is nothing more painful than achieving your business goals and then arriving at what's next. I think at this point we have heard many stories of billionaires, celebrities, and famous athletes who seem to have it all but were miserable inside. Only a few things are more heartbreaking than spending years climbing the wrong mountain and then realizing it when it's too late. Now, I know it can get overwhelming when it comes to designing your ideal life. A good heuristic or mental model is to think about, if I only could choose 5 big goals for the year, which one will it be? When you intentionally limit your goals to only 5, you will have more focus and you will be more able to identify what is truly important. Take the time and think hard about which goals you want to achieve in the next 12 months. Make this goal setting process easier for you. I'm going to give you clear examples of clear goals which are precise, and the way it is worded will give you some inspiration on how you can set your own too. So in business, you could set a goal like first 100K month with 80% profit margins in my online business by the 31st December 2024. Or you could say gain 10,000 newsletter subscribers by the end of December. For your health and performance, you could set a goal like lift weights 150 times by the end of the year, which will be 3 times a week. Or you could set a goal for a certain score average on your sleep tracker. For relationships, it could be build 5 new real relationships with entrepreneur friends by the end of the year. So to summarize this goal setting section, the best way, the highest probability of achieving your goals is to number 1, set goals with big reasons. Number 2, make them quantifiable. Number 3, set specific deadlines. And number 4, track your progress. Here you have it. This is how you set the foundations of your ideal life. First, you have to know yourself. As the wise ancients have figured out thousands of years ago. Understanding yourself is an ongoing process, and quite honestly it never ends, but we can use modern tools like those personality tests to speed up the process and gain the awareness that is so needed in this distracted world. Because once you gain clarity on yourself, it will be much easier to define what you truly want. It's like those layers, all those smoke screens of other expectations, of things, how things should be or how people want you to be. When all those smoke screens are away, it's much easier to define and to see clearly what you truly want. The more self-awareness you have, the more authentic and aligned your goals are. The more meaningful and precise your goals are, the higher the probability of you achieving them. You can have the life and the business that you want with time, effort, and belief. If you are an entrepreneur who's making at least 10K a month and you want to scale to 30K to 100K in 12 months or less, and you know all the business strategies and the tactics, but you know that your mindset is primarily preventing you from scaling, then I invite you to book a free consultation